Vlka Fenryka from Down Under, everyone. My name is Romance Blitz, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader Lex Imperialis DLC and Void Shadow DLC. This should be part 59, I want to say, or 58, 59, one of the two in the series. Um, I've been recording so much lately that it is starting to lose track. So last we left off, we were on our way to recruit our good friend Ulfar here. Our Fenrisian companion, who happens to be a space marine. So we shall get straight to it. So don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the series. Otherwise, we shall offer a toaster dedicated to Ulfa this episode, and we shall commence. Alrighty, so I believe we've got to talk to Javanus. And then we want to go... Allow me to take the space marine in the cage. Sorry, allow me to take the space marine you keep in a cage. Of course, Master. Um... Alright, so we want this one. The loss of some Vlka can never be impede. Weapon mine as great as yours. Alrighty. Oh, so I'll go with this option again now. Uh, I'll do that. My condition has been rather grave since we arrived at Conway. Can you mend my body? Alright. So we're clearly into part 4 now, so we just gotta get more till we get the Zealot. I will obviously put in a pause soon to sort out my equipment. Um, but yeah, so all our stuff is cured now. So we'll go back to Ulfar. I need your help. Um, Even a heretic or non-human can wet the profound blade in the blood of enemies, but a true ruler of humanity does not fight for gratification or trophies. He fights to carry out his will, and that is his duty and a blessing. So we'll do that one.
You speak well. I have heard these bookish words many times before, but this is the first time I have heard them spoken with such resolve. I see that you believe in them, that you live by them. I respect that. I will help you. Let no one say that I forgot my duty to the Allfather. It seems Tervantius is not as clever as he likes to appear if he's letting me out of the cage. The joke is on him. Good steel I have already. But if we are going hunting, I will need my wolf skin. What did you say your name was?
So again, I love how they voice Ulfar. I do not have a single complaint for any of the voice actors in here. Alright, so he's got his gear now. Alrighty. Now, let's talk about our new friend. And then I'm going to put in a pause to level up and sort out our equipment. Um, so this is Ulfar. He is the last companion that last main companion anyway, that we will be recruiting in our playthrough. Um, so the one downside about Ulfar is that his equipment is locked to Astartes only, which makes it a bit of a pain to actually gear him out. Now, naturally, we will do our best to gear him out, but like I said, there will be some limitations to it. For example, like this stuff has its limitations. So he is um yeah, so he is a dogmatic character. So I was gonna quickly put this on him, I think. And I want to say the other one I was gonna quickly put on him for now is the chain knife. We could also put this on him. Um, yeah, but we'll just put the chain knife on him for now. Do I have a neck item for him? Yeah, put that on him too for now. Um, yeah, that should do for now. So as we can go here, we'll see he's a very dogmatic character, as one would expect of a Space Marine. He is a soldier arch-militant. He was originally a fighter, or sorry, a fighter warrior, call it which will, and can't remember what else he was. He might have been arch-militant still. Um, but they changed it because Space Marines are supposed to be able to use bolters, and he kind of sucked with his breath skill, so obviously the change was incredibly necessary. To remove his old dodge power, he's from Power Armor, blah blah blah. He's from Fenris, which is a death world. He's in the depths of Astartes. Um, and he counts as full cover during enemy turns until they die or fall unconscious. Um, so yeah, he's quite good. He's obviously Astartes stats, as one would expect. Um, now that we've got him, Kibor and Ulfar are going to be fighting for the same spot in the party. It is what it is. I want to use Solomon because this is obviously Lex Imperialis DLC is the more of the focus in Void Shadow. But we're still going to be doing all Kibor stuff. Worst case scenario is when we do Kibor's quest line, we'll sub him out for Solomon. Because obviously we won't need Solomon for the Void Shadow stuff. So, alright, now that we've got everyone,
Always keep your eye on the
I'm just going to
prize.
double check to make sure I can't get Cassia, but I'm pretty sure that I do have to wait until um yeah, so I do believe I have to wait until after the next fight, so I'll put in a pause here. I will level up characters and I will gear them out now that we've got all our equipment back. So I won't be too long. Alright, so that's all nice and done, so I'll just quickly show it off. Um, so notable things we picked up was power weapon expert, flame weapon master, a flame expert weapon, bolt weapon expert. So he's going to be the person who uses a flamer in our party eventually, um, as well as a bolt pistol and power weapon or power axe, if depending on what we get. He also got grenade and some other stuff. So we're going. So I've kitted him out with a bunch of grenades already. Um, Everything to kind of make Arch
I
Militant
cannot be
as
leashed.
easy as we can. So just show off. I want to go to active abilities first to set out his action bars. Um, we got Wildfire, which will make the next attack cost 0 AP, not count towards the attack limit. The cost of this ability is reduced for 1 AP for every 4 stacks of versatility. We can make that cheaper down the line, and I think we probably have. I'm just not sure if it's showing it. We got Reckless Rush. That's concentrate fire. We got Kick, so we can prone people. Rapid fire, control shot. Go for the throat. Yeah, so that's his Space Marine one. So the idea is that you um, basically become a living battering ram of sorts, and you just go through enemies, try to knock them down, crowd control them, and end their existence, as it was. And then one additional attack, blah blah blah. So obviously we don't have a flamer just yet, at least I don't think I do. You can actually use the heavy stubber, which is pretty amazing. Um, but no, so no Astartes flamer that he can use, so we're not going to bother. Um, yeah, so I guess we will continue off now. So, I believe... what's our quest line looking like? Chasm. Alright, so we can now chat with these gentlemen up here. Um, for the funs and giggles of it all. Oh, so you and your rebel are the champions of the local arena. Um, was skinned and made to fight like this. Well, is that the bottom of my heart? And so it delights me with eyes where something was stirring a while ago. I'm gonna snap off our thing. Your kin do not seem overly fond of you. I saw what happened at the trial. You were tricked. You are trapped. I'm trapped. We could help each other. Yeah, so we'll go this one. Alright, so we're gonna talk to him again. Bloody hell. 1 second. There we go. Everyone come over
Is
here.
there money to be made?
I want to know more about your craft. What is your craft? So we'll do the skill test. I understand the most fearsome crews are created by artisans such as you. Shall find you some interesting samples. Why did I survive the interrogation which Marazai brought me? Let's stop here. Yeah, so we're just gonna turn these in. May as well. Free armor. What is your quarrel with the witches? Tell me more about the arena. Last time I was in the arena, I saw Mazepin. Yeah, so I'm gonna start calling him by his jerk name in the Discord. So Mazepin, which is a sweet confectionery. What is your connection to the arena of the Fatal Thirst? So you must be the most powerful Chikari in the chasm. I see. Alright, so we're done with him. I know for... Oh, we got extra level. I'll quickly deal with it now on camera just so you can see stuff, I suppose. So for Ulfar... So what do we got? So we want Eagle for Battle. 2 additional action points is nice for him. And Exploit Weakness. Keyboard. Da-da-da. So for Keyboard, we're gonna go Cataclysm. So the more people we hit, the more damage she'll do. Which, when you factor in with Blade Dance and all her other stuff, it will not be hard to stack that up. Um, an Eye for the Unscathed. Mr. Pascal. We want Attention. So, obviously, Pascal's whole thing is just stacking up the buffs from Missionary Oath. Um, he is not by any means um, the character who's going to be just nuking their own stuff unless, we don't need the Missionary Oath Alpha Strike. Otherwise, the whole idea is to just do the Alpha Strike again and again and again. Call it cheesy if you will, but tactics is never cheese. It is just tactics. And we want hidden advantage. Alright, our good friend Mr. Solomon. Um, that was entrenched. So we want degrade defense. And then we want Brother in Arms. The Gladiator will increase Resolve, which can be nice. I don't think it will super come into it. And then as you can see, we picked up Sanctic powers for our stuff because we're kind of done with our pyromancy stuff. We want Combat Meditation. So free willpower, obviously. And we want Sanctic Slayer, which I believe is the main reason why we went into it. So critical hit chance increase. Alrighty. So I believe with that we can go. I'm not 100% sure what actually affects. I just make sure we haven't missed any loot.
Keep your wits about you.
What affects the what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, the sequence of characters that you can recruit. Because obviously I picked the talk option for Cassia first, but nothing happened, and it gave me Keyboard, which kind of annoyed me because again I would have preferred to take Cassia. Now, long run, it's not going to affect anything as far as I'm aware, because we had a Dogmatic option for Keyboard, and we would have had one for Cassia, if memory serves. So we would have been fine either way. It is just slightly annoying. Oh, our doggo went over this way. What is over this way? I guess doggo was just getting excited for no reason. That's fine.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, we don't care about that. We want... Yeah, so we're going to go... So I had the green light right there for a second. So... Yeah, we're going to do the arena fight next. So we'll head over this way. So that's where you'd go for the arena. Alrighty, so Argenta wants to talk with us. Alrighty. You are distraught because of Vicus's fate and the deaths of those who got betrayed by the Commissar. Um, Remain steadfast, we will break free of this darkness. I do, you are a faithful ally. Oh, what could she possibly mean? We'll go, of course, and this would get us an achievement. I already had this achievement, so it doesn't really matter. Dun dun dun! It was Argenta this whole time. Who could have guessed? Considering the fact that she had an auto pistol in her gear, if you remember, all the way back at the start of the series. The same pistol I, in fact, am still holding on to because it is the murder weapon of our predecessor. So she'll go into the reason as to why she did it. Um, yeah, so clearly Theodora was involved in some shady shit that she shouldn't probably have been doing, but it is what it is. But yeah, probably. Again, I can't fault her reasoning. As a very dogmatic character in this one, I would have shot her too. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Fury option, obviously. Um, Now, if Idira was still alive, she would try to um, kill Argento at this point, and um, if Abel was here, he'd be pretty mad too. Um, However, in this case, you should have told me the truth. I see no reason to condemn you. Theodora deserved to die for her treachery. As for any other victims, it was acceptable collateral damage. We shall stoke the fury in her. There we go. So we are going to obviously not punish her for her transgression. Um, because after all, heretics deserve to die.
I always keep my
Now,
options open.
before we go into the arena fight, we're going to head back to the pit very quickly. And we're going to have some conversations with some friends, especially the new companions that we picked up. And I will quickly talk to the commissar as well. I don't think he has anything new to say. I need new equipment. Oh no, okay. We're going to take all this stuff because we can. And I'll look about it in a second. Oh, okay, good there. What about Malice? You got anything to say? No. Alright, so very quickly, what do we got here? Sword Dancer Cloak. Kibla. No. So I also didn't have to worry about their equipment. It turns out they're auto-equipped anyway, so it was fine. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah, it should be all fine there. What's this one? Yep. Don't need. Don't need. Heavy armor. No one's using it in our party. Mars Pardon shotgun. So what do we got here? Not that one, but this one. And we'll swap it around. Um, this distortion is 4 sword, which is clearly better than our ones. We got here Cursebringer. I think I will prefer that one. Um, yeah, should be good there. Um, yeah, should all be good there. Good boy. Got put that on. Right, so that out of the way, let us talk to Kibor, and then we'll speak to Ulfar.
For we are thy blades, washed in blood and darkness. For we are thy wings, broken and featherless. When the crimson flood comes and the river of death flows, guard us from weakness. Burn away the fear and despair that stain our souls, for they are thine to claim.
You wish to speak with me?
You. That sounds so strange, considering how many me's were made. Can you be sure you are talking to the same woman you were close to? For all you know, you left her body lying there in the Xenos' cage, where we died and rose to profane life so many times over. And now, just when I need the blood-spun web the most, my family, my pillar, is so far away. I didn't notice it at first. This cold that cloaked my shoulders and has been weighing them down ever since we came to this dark city. The cold of solitude. Everything around me feels wrong, repulsive to my nature. But you don't feel this petrifying fear, do you? Your world and the world of the Xenos aren't all that different, are they? Both are full of duplicity and masks that cover fake aspirations and a hunger for pleasure.
I won't hold it against you. You are tired and wounded. You are not thinking straight.
Are you, Domin? We are trapped in a waking nightmare that scorns all that is holy. How do I know that the Xenos rot hasn't poisoned you, too? Our bond, Domin. Our bond was a mistake. I can't pass this trial because my thoughts are distracted by pointless worries. Amix Solomon, keeper of the law, do you stay so close to him because you fear his verdicts? You fear in vain? Only the Undying One may judge you. Whatever has stretched the thread between us, We must stop it. It blurs our reason, robs our thoughts of their cold clarity, makes us lose the path. Through the labyrinth, the Vizier told us.
Obviously, we have a few choices. We're going to go to the synchronicity one, so neither come around nor anything you can say would change how I feel about you. I want to be with you. Do you understand?
I must return to the labyrinth, perform the dance, spin new threads, remind myself of the blood-spun web, restore my spirit. I will make this journey by myself. I'm sorry, but I need some time alone, Domin.
Oh. And now we shall go speak to our friend, the Space Marine, which I think is over the side. Yes, he is. Speak to Argenta 2. Take our
Major.
leave. Alright.
Let us raise our cups at Fatar, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
So why do you call me Avatar?
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain. An Et Fatar answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Et Fatar. You, of course, are a maiden, not a father. But we have no word meeting maiden commander in our tongue, as all space wolves are men.
As the oral studies, for reasons. I would never presume to give orders to one of the Emperor's angels. You should be in command.
It is true that I am capable of commanding you and your people. But as a warrior of the Allfather, it is too easy for me to forget the limits of ordinary people.
How are you planning on getting out of here?
I have had a few thoughts on that score. But don't try to pry them out of me. When the time comes, I will share them with you.
You probably would have gone with kill them all. Why do you devour your enemies?
Why do you think?
That Medicaid test? Yeah, so this is the organ that I was talking about. It has to do with the omophagia, yes.
You are very well informed. Far more than a common mortal ought to be. Yes, it is true that I have gorged on the flesh of my enemies to reap the secrets from the steaming flavor of their meat. I have slain many Xenos and feasted on their flesh. My captors have watched me do it and taken glee in it, while I have been gathering information and planning my escape.
Tell me about your brothers, the Space Wolves.
Not everyone is granted the right to ask such questions. But you, I shall allow it. What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
Who are the Space Wolves?
Vlka Fenryka. That is our name in the old tongue of our world. We are the fiercest of the All-Father's warriors, his executioners, his retribution. Our fearless Wolf King is Lehman Russ, son of the All-Father. Our world is Fenris, and our home the Fang, which rises from the world's spine into orbit. We are the thunder in the bloody storm of battle that calls to us. That is who we are.
Glory to the Wolves of Fenris.
But there is more to our spirit than grim destruction alone. In the Hall of Heroes, we hold feasts the likes of which you will see nowhere else. To thundering laughter, we raise our horns, tell our sagas, and honor our glorious fallen. Though the body of an Astartes is built to be immune to the effects of drink, we invented a way around this taboo. The mead we brew can overcome even our blood. It makes us drunk, and makes our feasts jovial occasions. Mead. You can brew it nowhere else but on good old Fenris. No other world is home to such poisonous plants.
Fenris, what is it like?
Fenris is home. A harsh land of harsh winters and harsh people. When comes the Hell Winter, a fearsome season of frosts, the merciless world sea freezes, and great white bears, snow wyrms, and ice trolls go on the hunt. Then the murderous frost retreats, and boats of harpooners sail out to ply their craft, capturing sea snakes and krakens. And then comes the season of fire. Volcanoes awaken. Waves wash over whole islands, and only the land of Asaheim offers salvation to those whose blood and grit win them the right to live upon it. Clan fights clan. Crows circle over battlefields, and wolf howls rise up to the sky. That is my beloved home. There is no place in the universe like it. Tell me, Edfater, what is the most fearsome foe on Fenris?
So we failed the test because clearly it wasn't high enough, unfortunately. Most fearsome foe is treachery.
An answer carried on the wings of the Raven of Wisdom. We know much of the terror of betrayal. Know now the name of the most terrible of all traitors. The curse of the Wolfen is the most fearsome and most terrible foe on Fenris. In the heart of every brother, there lives a dark beast, bloody and forever ravenous. He hungers to kill, not for glory or duty, or his battle brothers, but solely for the sake of killing. For he who falls to that dark beast, there is no joy or thrill in slaughter. There is but dull rancor.
In icons I have seen, Astartes look much less wild.
Our gene seed is unique. Lehman Russ blessed us with the Canis Helix, a genetic gift that heightens our senses, making them sharper than those of brothers from other chapters. The Canis Helix kindles a bloodthirst in our hearts and changes our appearance to resemble the lethal wolves of Fenris.
For a Space Marine chapter, you are far from orthodox.
The wolves do not take orders from outsiders. We keep the old ways, not the Codex Astartes. We fight in packs, and we are trained and healed by our wise rune and wolf priests. We do not find honor in adorning ourselves in laurels, but instead etch the full names of our fallen kin as a promise of vengeance, and draw strength from that promise.
What do you believe in?
We believe in the great wolves, in the deadly Blackbane and fierce Drakan the Thunderwolf, in the redoubtable Hagar the Mountain Wolf, and in the Bloodied Hunter. in the wolf that stalks between stars, who follows us wherever we may go, and in the uncanny two-headed Morkai, guard of the realm of the dead. Of the great wolves, some show us their favor, others are more malign. But each teaches us a lesson. For that, we praise and honor them.
Does that mean you don't believe in the immortal emperor of humanity as a god?
The All-Father is not a god. He is the best of all humans, our perfect forebear. His blood flowed through the veins of Lehman Russ, and Russ's blood flows in me. Does that make me a god? My respect for him has no end, and I am ready to die for him. But what place does faith have here? Is the All-Father like the massive iron wolf, whose every tuft of fur forms a mountain on the surface of Fenris? Or is he as enormous as the Sun Wolf, which rises to hunt every morning and fills our world with light? The All-Father is not a god, but the highest of humanity. Ordinary humans struggle to grasp this, but we, his warriors and offspring, remember the truth.
I also believe that the emperor is a man and not a god.
It makes his deeds all the more glorious. Battling gods is child's play when you yourself are a god. But if you are a man... now, that is the stuff that sagas are made of.
What else does your wise priest do?
Vlka the Ruined Wolf once shared the mysteries of the healing potions and the secrets of magic sagas. He taught them to see the past and future in throne runes, to call down storms, and to carve powerful talismans.
Is that a powerful charm?
The All-Father gifted you with strong intuition. This was made by Skjati Twice-Thinker. The spirits liked him, and one could feast a whole long Hellwinter night to the words of his saga. So keen was his mind. He was my friend.
You spoke of full names that gives you strength. What is your name in that case?
Ulfar Redmane. That is what my brothers call me.
I understand.
Do you? And there I was, about to round off my story with a short 400-verse saga about the gifts of Lacan the Ruined Wolf.
My curiosity has been satisfied.
Should what I told you reach other ears, I shall take your tongue.
How did you end up here?
What do you want to know? What brought the Space Wolves to the Expanse? Or how I ended up in the non-human's Dark City?
Why did you come to the Coronis Expanse?
An inquisitor by the name of Kalkazar put out a call for aid. My wolf lord did not refuse him, and had 2 packs deployed to the Expanse. We never trusted this ally, but a blood debt for a service rendered in the past forced our hand.
What debt did you owe the Inquisitor?
He saved our brother who had lost the pack and was unable to look after himself or the chapter's honor. Kalkazar returned our brother to Fenris and kept secret the misfortune that had befallen him. The Jarl knew that the Inquisitor's actions were driven by opportunism, and the desire to have us mighty warriors in his debt. But honor forced him to be hospitable to the stranger, and swear an oath of friendship.
But did the Space Wolves not trust Lord Inquisitor?
The Inquisition. Pah! Rats, scurrying around the Allfather's house and ruling it in the Master's absence. Cowards they are. The last into battle, but the first on any war council. We saw what they were worth in the months of shame.
Yeah, so this is a thing, and it's a very good book from what I understand. Um, Even Beyond the Fell-Handed in it has a very interesting talk with the Inquisition and his time actually with the Emperor. I also met him and I trust him.
Do not be taken in, Edfater. His words are persuasive. But until I see the blood trophies that prove his valor and loyalty, I will not be putting my back to him. That arrogant chief thought he could give us orders. But we wolves have always followed our own instincts and hunted in our own way. I wager that boiled his blood.
What do you know about his plans and objectives?
In warm furs, the old man does shroud his body. In cloaks of secrets woven, shrouds the sly man his plans. To know his dire purpose, swallow not the words of poison, but his gristle.
How did you end up a captive?
We had gone on a raid for Xenos prisoners and fell into a trap. We had no war machines to support us, and some of our squad were wounded, so we were forced to retreat. I ordered my battle brothers to leave, but I remained behind to meet our guests. I do not know how many of the feeble wretches I slew, but I would have killed even more had their towering piles of bodies not hindered me in combat. They wounded me and captured me. They froze the joints in my armor. When they dragged me to their ship, two of my battle brothers descended upon the Xenos and tried to free me. An insane plan, but it almost succeeded. Almost. And so, there were three of us taken captive. And then there were two. And then I was alone once again.
What happened to the other two?
They fell with honor.
Your fallen brothers, who were they?
Their saga is one I will not sing to you. You have spilled no blood with them, nor shared with them meat unmulled. Their spirits might be outraged if they knew I had sung of their deeds to a stranger.
I am sorry they died.
Yes, so am I.
Tell me about your time in Comora.
These are dark days you are asking about, Edfater. Let my keen-edged friend be a witness to the ferocity of my words. I was given to Tarvantius for his amusement in the arenas of Comora. Astartes are a rarity, and he sent me out there to kill gladiators. Living as an inglorious butcher and a Xenos' puppet, I hated it constantly, every moment. I had to take care of my mind before it was twisted to the seven hells.
Again, I think I've said it a few times now, but I applaud these voice actors. This would be hell on someone's voice.
Every morning I made entreaties to the Allfather, and every night I appealed to Russ. I trained my body, read the litanies, and in the darkest moments I recited my own saga. I recalled every battle, every wound, every brother. And that is how I survived. I always survive. This was a bleak saga, Itvator.
Answer a few questions about yourself.
Instinct bids me to remain silent. Such knowledge is not to be shared with just anyone. Only those who possess my complete trust.
I must take my leave.
Fenris Yolda, Itvator.
Yeah, Fenris, hold ya to you too. Alright, so with that, we are now ready to go out and enjoy ourselves, and by that I mean murder a whole bunch of people in the arena. So I'll head over there now, and then I will um, save and call this session here, and then in the next one we will do the fight and continue our mission through um, through
Rise to the top.
Komara. Losing my train of thought there for a moment. So if you've been liking the series, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next episode the moment we get over here. So I'll catch you next time.